If you came to party, if you came to party, if you came to get down tonight, we going live tonight, live from the Next Sound Studio. If you tryna party and celebrate life, tune in the Next Sound Studio tonight. It's live at 8 with the hottest in the state. So tell a friend you wanna take them out of space so they can unplug to a new level with different artists who take it to a new level. And you never know what you gon' get. You might get rock or you might get rap. You might get R&B with the boom bap. You might get a band or you might wanna dance bachata. I just know every week's gonna be a shocker. And it's a party for the world, for little boys and little girls.
Hello, and welcome back to Live from Next Sound Studio, where each week we are connecting you, the fan, with your favorite independent music artists through their lyrics. I am your host, Nequasia. I hope you enjoyed my performances last week, and it feels so good to be back as your hostess with the mostest. Now, it's with no further ado that I introduce tonight's featured artist. Born and raised in New York, Dan Kiernan is an emerging pop soul singer and songwriter. After performing in over 30 countries, Dan broke into the New York City music scene in 2018. Starting with acoustic shows and growing into full productions featuring a full band, backup singers, and dancers, Dan's shows and music are both raw and electric. His debut live album, Dan Kiernan Live and Unplugged, recorded at the iconic Bitter End, has over 50,000 streams and made it into the music charts in the UK. Dan has headlined in New York City at Sony Hall, the Bowery Electric, the Bitter End, and the Grove. Dan's most recent releases are The Other Side, written and released after losing his father, and Cutting Ties, a self-love summer anthem, and both of which he will be performing here tonight live. I know you are as excited as I am, so let's take it to our director and Dan Kiernan to find out a little bit about him, and then on to his live performance of Cutting Ties.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Wilby Walker, sitting here with Dan Kiernan. He is the man of the hour. He's just going to talk about some of his music and some of the songs that he chose to perform here live at Next Sound Studio. So let's jump right into it and let's talk about you as an artist. How did you begin to grow and develop this amazing voice that you have?
Well, I started music playing in a band when I was in middle school. And I was always drawn to we learned classical music and classical playing, and it did nothing for me. And then I saw there was a jazz band. So that's my band teacher was like, how do I get into that?
What instrument did you play?
Saxophone.
Okay.
But only jazz saxophone. I was like, I want to do that. So I started playing the band, and we started doing Rockin' Robin by the Jackson 5. And my friend next to me didn't know the song. She's like, can you hum it to him while we're doing it, or just sing it lightly so he can get the melody down? So I'm singing it, and then she was like, hold on, everyone be quiet, do that again. And then I sang it, and she was like, oh, no, you're supposed to sing. And then she pulled me aside after class and was like, you're meant to sing. She's like, I don't really know about voices, but I'm gonna put you out there.
Well, let's talk about some of the songs that you chose to perform here live at Next Sound Studio. Let's start with Cutting Ties. Talk a little bit about the lyrics to that song and what it's like to perform it, the making process of it and all that.
Yeah, so Cutting Ties was written by my collaborator, Rocky Patera. It applied so well to this last year we've all lived through of I think trauma and crazy times really gives you perspective. That's what my therapist says. And so you learn who's there for you and you learn who's not for you when things go crazy, you know? So to me, the Cutting Ties means I love you and I thank you for what you served in my life, but it's knowing when to leave something or someone, you know?
Well, here he is performing Cutting Ties live Next Sound Studio. Check them out.
I was raising white flags on your white thighs while you were doing nice things with some bad guys. We always said our demons were our demise. But I used to try. And each and every breakdown was a breakthrough. At least that's what I thought till I learned some hard truths. Might come as a surprise, but I have some hard news. No penny turned over, no four-sided clover could ever reverse you, it's a bad luck. No begging can justify my trust when it's compromised. I'm leaving the verse to find a new hook. So watch that talk, honey, you're getting caught up in your life. This side ain't so sunny, I'm riding shotgun till you cry. I lost my head time and time again, but I'm gonna find it with my best friend. All I can say is I hope you learned your lesson. Goodbye is a blessing in disguise. I'm getting good at cutting ties. Giving was a gift till I gave too much. Thought you might get a grip, but you lost your touch. If believing is a crime, you can lock me up and I'll do the time. And straight for the takedown, no search for the common ground. Stay in the game, you put your head first. I'm running a record time to fly through the finish line and racking my brain to write a new verse. So watch that talk, honey, you're getting caught up in your life. This side ain't so sunny, I'm riding shotgun till you cry. I lost my head in it time and time again, but I'm gonna find it with my best friend. All I can say is I hope you learned your lesson. Goodbye is a blessing in disguise. I'm getting good at cutting ties. Ties. I'm getting good at cutting ties. Whoa, whoa. No penny turned over could ever reverse you, it's a bad luck. No begging can justify my trust when it's compromised. Leaving the verse to find a new hook. I'm getting good at cutting ties. This side ain't so sunny, I'm riding shotgun till you cry.
And I can't wait to hear more from you later. Yes, that's right. You know we have more to hear from him later. Now, let's take it back to Will and Dan as they discuss the lyrics and motivation behind his song, One Night Stand.
Another song that you performed live in Next Sound Studio was One Night Stand. So let's talk about One Night Stand a little bit.
I thought about what it's like after you come out of a relationship. It's so encouraged to get into, especially in like the gay community, it's like the hookup culture of it all. And I think for someone who is looking for more, most of the time, or, seeking a deeper connection, can be kind of a tricky thing to navigate. Maybe that's just the Aquarius in me. But so I wanted to write something to speak on that, of that kind of energy of going into it expecting one thing and then maybe turning out another way. So I thought was something I hadn't heard written about before, you know?
It's very fun, it's very playful, and here he is performing it live Next Sound Studio. We'll be back.
When you bought me a drink, I didn't know what to say. 'Cause my friend tracked me out before I could get ready. And the way you touch my leg, it's clear you don't wanna talk. No. And before I can ask where you're from and what you do, I'm halfway home with you. So if I kiss you too hard, if I hold you too close, know that it's new to me. If I let down my guard, try to show you my heart, don't patronize me, 'cause I'm trying to get better at a one night stand. In the morning I'll try to slip out when it's still dark, to avoid morning breath and that awkward coffee talk. But you pull me back in and tell me to stay. Then you're asking me where I'm from and what I do. Fuck, I can fall for you. So if I kiss you too hard, if I hold you too close, know that it's new to me. If I let down my guard, show you my heart, don't patronize me, 'cause I'm trying to get better at a one night stand. So if I kiss you too hard, hold you too close, just know it's new to me. If I let down my guard, show you my heart, don't patronize me. If I kiss you too hard, if I hold you too close, know that it's new to me. Down my God, try to show you my heart, don't patronize me, 'cause I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get better. Oh, I'm trying to get better. And a one night stand. Was it just a one night stand?
Okay, Dan, I hear you. I don't think I'm too good at those either. So glad that we still have one more song to hear from him tonight. If you have enjoyed what you've seen from him so far tonight, be sure to check out Dan Kiernan live and unplugged, or any of his other music available on all music streaming platforms. Also, if you are an independent artist watching this and wanting to be a part of this movement, send your music links to nextsoundstudioNYC@gmail.com or DM Next Sound Studio on Instagram. Before we take it to our director once more, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. It's been my pleasure, and you already know how the rest go. Let's go. Be sure to tell somebody, to tell somebody else, to tell somebody else, to tell somebody else to meet us here, where? Next week, where we will have another dope artist here to perform live.
New York City, I'm going back to the NYC.
I'm gonna take you back to NYC. I've been to a million other places, but they still my streets.
New York City, I'm going back to the NYC.
Yeah, I'm talking about the NYC. It's my city, and I'm repping to the death for me. Yeah, steady hustle in the city that never sleeps. Street smart, headstrong, never weak, forever deep.
Another song that you performed live in Next Sound Studio is Other Side. I know you have an extreme emotional connection with that song, so let's talk about the meaning behind Other Side.
Yeah, so I wrote it with my collaborator Rocky Patera again, about a few months after I lost my father about 2 years ago. Like right after it's a weird thing when you're a songwriter, when anything ever happens in your life, people are like, oh, you should write about this. But a few months later, Rocky had approached me and was like, I don't know where you're at with it or if you want to write something about it, but I had posted something on Instagram about how I was feeling, and he took that as like a starting point off for the hook of the song. But I know what I wanted in that moment was something real. Because he wrote it about 4 to 6 months later. So it was a weird time of where I was starting to be able to process it and be able to deal with it better and then go back. I really wanted to go back and tap into how I felt days after and weeks after. And it was definitely a rough process to write, but I think it paid off because once it came out, I had so many people who were like, I lost a parent or I lost a loved one and this is how it felt. Like I feel seen by this. And to me, that means more than any amount of streams or any success the song has had or will have, that it really resonated with people who needed to hear it. Mm-hmm. That to me is, everything.
Well, here he is performing Other Side live, Next Sound Studio. Also be sure to be liking, sharing, and subscribing, okay?
I'm 5 miles high on a night flight, and I don't know how to look for you. Can't sleep at night 'cause my mind's not well. I can't describe this missing you. Every morning is the same. Have to rewind my brain. Oh, that you got. So I take it day by day. Imagine what you say. I gotta go on, but I'll see. I see you on the other side. I see you on the other side. Will you wait, will you wait, will you wait for me? I'm 10 drinks down, heading underground, and I don't know how to get to you. And I think of the last words I said to you. Replay each moment, look for something new. How can I look ahead if I can't see you? And it breaks my heart to see my mama cry. Held my brother's hand while I say goodbye. I won't say goodbye, 'cause I see you on the sky. I don't know what else to do. I need a sign from you. I'll see you on the other side. See you on the other side. I'll see you on the other side. Will you wait? Will you wait?
If you came to party, if you came to party, if you came to get down tonight, get down tonight, going live tonight, live from the Next Sound Studio. If you came to party, if you came to party, if you came to get down tonight, get down tonight, going live tonight, live from the Next Sound Studio. If you tryna party and celebrate